Bingo.
So here we go. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Let's go. Let's go.
17.
Episode 17.
Welcome to Churps of the Grape Nest, episode 17. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Wait, no, you got to start with a sip. Right off the bat, we're just going to review this Mape Malbec. It is a reserve Malbec 2020 from Argentina. My God,
Delicious.
I love this wine. I've been drinking this here. Marlena's been carrying it for, where are we at? Oh, wait, 201 Tewksbury Avenue, Point Richmond, California. Come on down. I'll buy your first glass of wine if you get here before it's over.
I'll buy you a second.
Oh, my God. You got 2 glasses of wine. Somebody we know is gonna pick up on this, and they're gonna be like showing up. Where's my fucking wine?
No excuses. Come down here today.
Well, at least we know they viewed.
Actually, yeah, we get viewers, more viewers, more free wine. It's okay. Marlena, you okay with that free wine?
I wonder if it'll.
She's like, no.
The QR code.
As long as Paul's paying.
No.
Turn it around. You got it backwards.
There you go.
No,
Oh, he's got the QR code.
Oh, the QR code for the wine. You got to back it up a little bit because it gets. Yeah.
All the viewers that want to scan in.
All right, sit that on the table. Turn that bad boy. All right, so first of all, what's your first impression of this guy?
Yeah, let's see.
Brand new bottle, just opened it, so just poured it in. I'm doing my little technique here.
It's got 91.
I'm not waking it up yet.
90. Argentina.
So this is 14%.
It's a hot one. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nose. I'm definitely getting some terroir there. There's some Argentinian earth coming out of the smell.
You guys like to call it Malbec, or I like to call it Maybach.
Yes.
It's private reserve.
Private reserve. You don't call it Malbec. It's Malbec.
Malbec. It's really good. Very smooth. Bit. I wouldn't say necessarily full bodied, but it has a touch of boldness to it.
It's got legs.
Wake it up. When you wake it up, it definitely has legs, but when you wake it up, you could smell the heat that's in this bottle. I mean, this is an Argentinian wine that's made not only to satisfy the palate, but to get you there. So I recommend this. Thumbs up. Definitely.
If we're doing the food pairing, what's going with this?
There's an array of things you could do, I'm thinking like a Spanish paella.
Yes.
Oh, paella would be awesome with
yes.
this. Bold enough and thick enough to stand up to a good ribeye. I mean, it's great. I'd go with barbecue, but you're not gonna drink it with fish unless it's sturgeon. Sturgeon cooked down at Passion Fish in Pacific Grove.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, I just shout out to them, and if you guys want to sponsor us, it's okay. That too, and Ariat, if you guys want to sponsor us, you see me sporting your gear, definitely would love to have you on board. What else is happening? I mean, this is a good bottle of wine. This bottle of wine has been here. It's one of Marlena's staples. It's something that I believe has got to be, I don't know, it's got to be on the menu because not everybody understands a Malbec, but it's one of those curious wines where, Malbec, somebody coming in might want to say, well, let me try something different. Cabernet, Merlot, Pinot Noir. I mean, although Pinot Noir is fantastic, a Malbec, something different. Let's say it's like a Syrah or Petit Syrah, a little bit out of your norm, out of what you normally drink. I'm telling you guys, pick this one up if you can. And if you don't have it at your local wine shop, and you live in the Bay Area, you could come down here to taste it. And like I said, if you show up and you said, Paul told me to come down here, I'm going to buy your first glass. I don't know what more it could do to get you in here.
Yeah, it's a great wine. I mean, it's good on its own, really.
Yeah.
I like it. It's smoked.
Jovis, Jovis is our
Not the red.
not the red guy, but what do you think?
Month.
Yeah.
Once a
Okay.
once a month, I go to red.
All right. Thinking about Marlena here, of course, because she concentrates on community. I saw this story the other day. It was flashing, and it was about Chicago and Illinois. The governor signed a decree that all libraries will not ban books. No banning books, and specifically geared towards books of that were authored by people of color, people of gender neutral, and I found that so amazing because we just did a podcast here with Tamara Shiloh with the Multicultural Book Center,
Right.
and I said, man, that is fantastic. It's almost like they heard us,
Put it out there. Does it
Yeah.
include audiobooks? It doesn't include audio. You can't read it. You can't hear it. Right.
Yeah,
Can't see it.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. When I saw that, to me it was kind of amazing that something like that, a government agency would step up and actually protect, First Amendment rights for people to, publish and put books out there for all to see.
It's like prohibition.
Look, hey, here's the deal. When it comes down, I don't want to get too political, but when it comes down to you don't want your child to see this, God damn it, that's on the parent. All right, it's totally on the parent. It's not. Are you sending your kid to the library alone? Excuse me.
Right.
Seriously, right? I mean,
Right.
yeah, your 3-year-old, your 5-year-old or 6-year-old is in the library alone. Are you worried about him wandering off into the multicultural section? Well, then you know what? Parent your kid a little better. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired of this.
No,
crap.
yeah, it's
This is
understandable.
bullshit.
It goes beyond politics. It's like it's
I
a
know.
human
I'm
right.
trying not to get there, but let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to what we were going to talk about. We were talking about the Titanic.
The
earlier.
Titanic. We were talking about the Titanic.
These guys were going down to the Titanic, and they're like totally losing their thing. Totally blew up, right?
Yeah, imploded. It completely imploded.
Oh my God.
And, we got serious. Yeah, it was just I don't know.
What did the guys do that played on the Titanic? They were violinists and and flautists and the band. What did they do? They set up on the deck as they were sinking.
Right.
And they played because that's what they do.
Right.
You have artists that have nothing else. I mean, that is their life. And they just want to put out for the community, for the community here at the Grape Nest. They want to play music.
Right.
They want to enrich the community, and that happens all the time.
It does.
At places like
it
this.
happens just randomly.
Right here, randomly.
You might be doing a podcast, and you just have some beautiful background music.
It just happens.
It just happens. That is the magic of the Grape Nest.
That's the magic of this podcast too.
Yes.
Bringing it to you, hopefully, good and live, and you can hear us, because we got new microphones now. You don't see the headphones on anymore.
Nope.
We're trying to step it up a little bit for you.
Yep. I feel like we're on the PBS special.
We're on the deck of the Titanic right now.
All right, we're on the Titanic. We're not sinking though. We're going higher.
One more drink.
Here we go.
Can I have one more drink before you go?
So I love this wine. Wow.
That was
So
amazing.
we are blessed to have a couple of local artists here. And they're regulars here at the Grape Nest. We've got Cyril and we've got Miguel. Miguel on the flute, Cyril on the violin. And I'd love to, actually, we're going to pull them into the podcast. Is that okay with you guys? All right, we're going to do that. No, leave it there. We definitely, we want you guys to taste the wine. We definitely want these guys to taste the wine and give us their
and this is
Argentinian Malbec.
Great, yeah.
And you're actually playing the Titanic.
Look at, look
song.
at. That is beautiful.
I don't know if our viewers can hear this, but this is amazing.
So does Marlene always have this small bag?
Wow. Yes, she does. She does. And thank you so much for playing that. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
I'll drink his.
All right. You're going to drink his. That was incredible. I really loved that. A nice touch. And
It's a pleasure to do this.
yeah. And we do that out of respect for the people that we lost who went down there to venture out to the Titanic. But we're going to get back to tasting this wine right now because I don't want to bring this whole episode down.
I wanted to say a word, a duo, Petra, flute, and violin.
Yes.
Duo Petra.
Absolutely. Duo Petra. So if you guys want to if you want to get in contact with Duo Petra, contact Marlene here. Absolutely, right here at the Grape Nest.
Weddings, parties, galleries,
Birthdays.
anything you want, a little classical music.
Bar mitzvah.
Modern classical music.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Spanish.
Yes, we do some Spanish music too.
Right here,
Folk music.
absolutely.
Spanish folk
And
music.
they got some original content.
And some original stuff, but that gets a little avant-garde. we try to keep it.
Miguel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cyril, thank you so much. My gosh, thank you guys for adding a little bit of ambiance to our podcast.
Loves wine, and wine is fine.
Yeah, okay, so, Miguel, because you're a regular here. Come on, sit down, and we're going to mic you up. Cyril, you want to play? It'd be lovely. All right, hold. Let me mic you up. Cyril is.
Yeah. Why don't you do that solo one?
All right, so Miguel is.
Cyril's playing.
Cyril's playing in the background. We got Miguel here. Miguel is a regular here at the Grape Nest, and he's just one of the characters that we got down here. So let's go back to your first time walking into the Grape Nest. What was it like?
It was a great experience. It was at the old location down the street.
Yeah, the little tiny shoebox.
But it was more. It's still fun, but it was fun because it's really intimate, and you got to know everybody right away.
Yeah.
And we got to sit outside when the weather was really good before the right before the pandemic.
Well, now you played at some open mics down because she had on the actual sidewalk. She had a little set up there, and they had open mics, and you were playing back then, right?
Yeah, well, back then, actually, when she first opened, Grape Nest's been open almost 2 years. Yeah. Not quite 2 years, but I was in the first beginning of the year when everything was brand new. So it was new concepts, new ideas, which made it more fun, and just bringing whatever your talent to the table. Open mics, we had people do poetry readings.
Yes.
Sam, you hosted open mic several times.
An open mic, but in the old location.
Yeah.
The new location is a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe, but in the old location, I did the open mics and a little bit of karaoke.
I did notice that the acoustics of this place lend a really big hand to the type of music that you two play.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of an intimate sound, but the acoustics here work well for the two of us. I could imagine if you had a really big band, it would be really loud. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had some bands in here, with a lot of electronic projection.
Yeah, it'd be loud.
And it gets a little bit too much, but the tones of your instruments and
Yeah, it sounds very good, as you can hear.
it's absolutely fantastic, man. I mean, like earlier when you guys were warming up, I was sitting over there. I felt like I was on a piazza in Italy, or sitting next to the Arc de Triomphe.
Well, that's what we try to do.
Croissants,
There's no excuse not to have like a little bit of class.
Absolutely.
Right?
Cheers,
Cheers.
to that, my
Cheers.
friend.
Yeah.
Thanks, Miguel. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, this is a nice one.
Sounds like Malbec music.
Move back this way. There we go. Good.
Yeah, now we can see you. Yeah, now it's good.
That's Cyril, my friends. So this is the type of clientele that drops into the Grape Nest.
For a good glass of wine.
Yeah, actually, come on down 201 Tewksbury Avenue. If you get here now.
Yeah, it's still open on a Thursday.
Thursday night podcast from 7 till whenever. We'd love to have you down here. Still waiting for a few of those people to walk through the door.
Well, yeah, but they'll be here any minute, and then there'll be lots of people.
No, because we got people in China watching this, people in Spain, and it's like we have no idea where they're coming from.
Mabuhay. That's what here in the Philippines.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's talking my language right there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I'm Filipino-Hungarian.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't speak a lick of Tagalog though, and I don't speak anything of any Hungarian. So I know a little Russian.
Well, this music sounds Hungarian.
Speak wine. Thank you.
Yeah, so he says he's a little Hungarian, a little Russian. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Hungarian, a lot of Russian, a lot of Filipino.
Oh, Filipino too.
Yeah.
That's in it. Yeah.
That's my mom.
Well,
Well, here we are, and
how's it opening up more?
it's opened
I'm
up
getting
quite
warm.
a bit. I'm getting a little bit.
I'm bringing a sweat here, Paul.
I'm getting a little bit more tannins. All right.
But you don't usually drink red, or do you?
Once a month.
Oh. Yeah, I tend to go lighter rosés, but red is really great with food, and
This is probably twice this month.
The further into this, what are we, like 17 minutes into this podcast? I'm getting a lot more tannins. Okay, so this is telling me that this Malbec is actually going to be good to sit for a while. You put it in your cellar, and
not
maybe
gonna last
it will mature a little bit. Okay.
Well, how does it
Like
change
a
when it
cat.
matures? Does it get like softer or?
Typically, it becomes softer. The tannins, that little chalkiness, goes away. But then you start to feel and taste a little bit more of those subtle, and like in this one.
It already has, and I mean, just open it. But
I mean,
it doesn't.
there's a slight grape taste on the beginning of the tongue, but then there's a little bit of a cacao towards the end as it finishes. So, I mean, I really love this wine. I've been drinking this wine since she got it, and I'm so glad she hasn't.
Does Malbec originate from Argentina, or is it from other countries too?
It is from other countries as well, yes. And you know what?
This is a product of Argentina.
But it's basically the staple of Argentina to begin with, or?
This is just a product of Argentina right now.
No. The
Oh, the creamy.
Malbec
The history.
grape.
Oh, you know the name?
Malbec grape. I mean, I'm gonna have to look that one up because I'm not
Marlena?
a sommelier.
That's a good question.
Maybe Marlena knows. Where does Malbec originate from?
Mendoza, Argentina.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So the grape
Look at
is
you.
from. Well, yeah, because all the Malbec I've ever had has
I
been
know
from
some people
Argentina.
with last name Mendoza.
Although Malbec has been one of the great grapes to blend with the red blends that you find here in California. You know, you got your Petit Verdot, your Cabernet Francs. Malbec is that kind of like wild card you throw in there too.
This one has a 2010 award, 2009, 2012, scoring a 90, 91.
All right.
Wow. And the year on this is 2020.
2020 can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth, just freshly opened. It doesn't taste. I don't taste a lot of the tannins you were talking about, but.
So it's opened up a little bit from the first glass that we had before when you were off to the side
altitude,
to
slopes.
now.
Yeah.
It definitely has. I'm getting.
This one's in the valley of Uco. Uco.
Yeah,
So-
there's a dryness on that, just on the end there, just a
Right.
little bit.
But it's not heavy like a
not
Cabernet.
not like a Cabernet, or like a.
It's close. It tastes closer to me if I never had Malbec before. It tastes more like a Merlot.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about.
I've had different types of
We've
wine.
got people coming here that know their wine. We got people that play the flute
And play violin.
and the violin that don't drink wine, but still come to
Well-
practice here. This is your spot.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this-
So
this
come
is
to
the
Grape
Nest.
Nest
Absolutely.
and enjoy some good wine.
Learn about wine.
And get on the calendar, and then maybe one of these days Miguel will be playing here.
Yeah, if you like classical
And
music,
such.
there's all different types of music. But
Cyril.
we do more classical, a little bit of Spanish, folk Spanish music.
Miguel also does the
Well, yeah,
Tell us about the
I do.
costume design.
Well, I do kind of indies stuff that I've written, but it's for some reason it's not as
All right, Miguel.
wine oriented as the classical music.
I gotta ask you the
what
one
about
thing.
maskers and
Wait,
go
I
ahead.
gotta ask you the one thing that probably everybody who's seeing you with the flute is wondering. You play any Jethro Tull?
Well, not really. I think the closest thing I come to that would be some just jazz standards.
Okay.
Any of the jazz standards that you mainly would hear on saxophone. I play.
All
them.
you rockers? No, it's not happening.
No, well, moon dance,
Oh.
which is not Jethro
It's a
Tull.
marvelous night for
Yeah,
a moon dance.
moon dance is a staple
I
that I
love
do
that.
play, but that's not Jethro Tull.
No, it's not.
That's Van Morrison.
Van Morrison is
Yeah.
probably one of the best.
So that's close. That's close. It's
Ever.
about as close as I can.
I love Van Morrison. I love it. Can you play moon dance?
Not right now. If I would have been more next time. Okay, I promise for sure we'll do moon dance next time if I'm on the podcast. Okay, that'd be like something to
Next
look
time
forward
we
to.
have Miguel on a podcast.
And we'll have.
It's a marvelous night for a moon dance.
Okay, so while we got Miguel here, first time, can you tell us
And
what
the
you're doing at the
stars are
Maskers
shining
and costume
bright.
designs? And,
Okay, Maskers, the theater that's been there for 60 plus years
Point
in
Richmond?
Point Richmond. I think they're doing a play called Roe, R-O-E,
Yep.
about the
R.O.E.
current,
Roe, yeah,
about the
about
current,
Roe versus Wade and the current situation.
political situation. I don't think it's a new play, but it's currently running at Maskers. I think it's Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday matinees. It just started last week, so it should be running for at least a month. So you could just look on maskers.org or just Maskers online for tickets.
Are you still doing the costumes for this one, or was
No,
this
I'm not
other
doing
show?
costumes for this one. I did for I'm a costumer too. I did costumes for the very first Shakespearean play that was beginning of this year. But I'm kind of a freelance.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
But thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got.
This is
We'll give him some wine.
no wine. Can we get this guy soda? Our water?
It has been a great pleasure to be a part of this.
Or our podcast, the podcast.
Thank you so much,
Dual
Cyril.
Petra,
Thank
flute,
you,
and
sir.
violin.
To share the part of my talent with you.
Yeah, well, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
And amazingly talented.
Thank you.
That was Cyril, my friends, and
Miguel.
he is part of this duo.
Joe Petra.
La Petra. If you guys want to hire
My
them
mother's name, that's my
for,
mother's name.
for weddings, for anything,
Art galleries.
contact the Grape Nest right here.
Appreciate it. And,
Yeah.
and get some wine.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna wrap it up, or you're
I
moving
don't
next?
know. I thought we were
What we got
going
next?
somewhere else. Oh, well, we were talking about Jethro Tull.
Yeah. But
you have one.
well, we get Cyril in a conversation for a minute too.
We could get Cyril in here.
Oh, Cyril, you wanna?
I mean, I could because he sounds like we're.
Oh, here you go.
Cyril, where are you from, Cyril? First of all.
Well, originally. Okay.
Oh yeah.
A little clip on mic there.
Well, originally I'm from Russia, but I immigrated to United States, to San Francisco when I was around 15 years old, and I went to San Francisco School of the Arts, where I was continuing learning the violin studies, and I was in orchestra. And then in 4 years I graduated, and then I went to San Francisco State University for classical violin performance degree, and spent about 6 or 7 years. It was a long process, but I managed to graduate and get my bachelor's, then master's of music, with classical music performance emphasis, specifically in violin.
Wow.
And also learned music theory when I was younger, growing up.
Yeah.
And took composition course in high school. And
it's all music.
yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible.
amazing.
Let me ask you a question. Your music theory course.
Yeah.
Did you specifically concentrate on classical, or were you looking at all the genres?
I was mainly trained on classical, but then I also tried to compose something pop later, in college. So.
Got it. So the theory got you into the absolutely looking at all the different theories that like Bach.
Yeah, classical music progressions like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart.
But didn't go into anything. So it was only classical. You didn't do
actually,
Motown or anything like that. Have
no,
you looked into that?
Not yet, but I was also trained to compose atonal contemporary classical.
Wow.
In college when I took master's degree, and also when I was in composition and conservatory of music, I took summer music West.
And I just want to add in that too. We recently did about maybe 2 months ago with a rapper in San Francisco. We went to his studio.
Okay.
And we did a little bit of improvisation with. His name is Opium Sarah. Sound like a wine. Opium Sarah. As I said his name wrong. But he's Algerian and Native American.
Wow.
And so Algerian. So what was the name of his song? Do you remember? The song we did. It had an interesting name. Yeah, it was a rap. But anyways, he's a rapper. San Francisco.
It incorporated some of the riff from the Native American.
But he was playing violin on some of the, and I did some vocal stuff on that.
And recently we did a show for the
International
SFIAF.
Yeah, International Arts Festival. Yeah, so we did that just actually a few days ago on Sunday.
So that's cool. I mean, let me just get back to music theory here. Have you ever done any like looking at like blues progressions?
I did improvise with that.
Yeah.
In high school.
We played some jazz standards together in a rehearsal just for fun.
That would be that. I mean, we'd love to hear it.
I play jazz on flute. It's not my main genre, but I can do jazz. I can do pop music. I can do all sorts of different genres, not just one. And I play other instruments besides flute. I play saxophone, trumpet, clarinet, and Cyril plays some of the other instruments too. Piano.
I play band instruments and
piano.
Piano and a little bit of ukulele.
I love the uke. The ukulele is a good. In fact, if you're musically frustrated, the ukulele is kind of a really good instrument to start with, right? Am I not correct? Because I mean, like
Very relaxing.
Yeah, it is relaxing. I've been trying to, I've been doing a lot of guitar, but my fingers are really, my tabs are really kind of fat.
But they're suitable for.
I'm having that. So a baritone ukulele.
So you can your pressure Sounds like you have good pressure points with your fingers then.
Yeah, well, not pressure points,
For bigger
it's just
strings?
My pads, because the strings aren't far enough apart, and I'm touching too many strings.
Yeah.
While I'm trying to get.
But you look like you have a lot of power in your fingers.
Yeah, well, that's what my girlfriend says.
But cheers.
A
little comedy, a little bit of comedy, right?
But yeah, no, it's music theory has always really interested me because sorry about this, but a previous girlfriend really got me into that whole music theory because she's this incredible.
You play an instrument too?
I try. I mean, I grew up as a drummer.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, percussion, yeah.
Yeah, percussion, and there's not much theory to that, but I guess there is if you get really, really deep into it. But I didn't take it that far. And I'm trying to learn guitar, and I'm trying to learn, and then ukulele came up, and the only reason it came up because I couldn't do the kind of intricate things you need to do with your wrist to get you to the point where you can hit the A string or the B, whatever, on the guitar, because my fingers are a little too fat.
Oh, okay. So yeah, well, you'd probably be a good bass player because the strings
I
are wider
I don't
apart.
want to fucking play the bass.
Okay, well, yeah.
Bass is cool.
I mean, the bass is cool, but yeah.
But it's not a lead instrument.
Yeah.
Guitar you can do more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and drums is kind of background too.
Yeah.
It's the rhythm section for the band.
Exactly. It's percussion. You're just in the background. Bam. You're not.
The guitar.
I'm not Sheila E. I can't do it. Either way it goes. Well, man, this has been fantastic having
wine.
you guys, Miguel and Cyril, just join us for this podcast, and
nice chat.
it's a nice little chat. And
Surprise! I didn't know it was going to be.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He just came here to practice a little bit. The
do
acoustics
some
are
music.
great. By the way, the acoustics are great in here. So if you have a band, or if you don't want to break a glass, if you have a band, if you're even acoustic or a choral
Yeah,
group,
you don't need to be amplified at all
No,
because
man.
the acoustics, there's enough acoustics in here to carry your sound. So anything acoustic sounds really good in this room.
it just blows up. I'm telling you. That's why they're here today, and that's why we brought them in, because we want to promote everything Grape Nest and everything good about the Grape Nest, and this is one of the great things about the Grape Nest. So love you. That and the wine.
And the wine, especially
And the wine is good too. So on that note, let's
Cheers.
cheers
And salute.
and drop this
If you don't have a glass.
episode
17.
17 to the end.
Okay.
Thank you, TikTok viewers.
Some more wine.